So Kendall just told us that she likes her favorite food is a hot dog. So how do you cook a hot dog?
One way and one way only. You have to grill the hot
Really?
dog. It's so un-American to do anything but grill the hot dog.
I feel like, but I feel like the standard is to boil them.
That's disgusting.
That's what, but
and
that's
unacceptable
that's what I've
behavior.
always done. I've always boiled them.
No, absolutely.
Why not? Why?
You
What's
don't
wrong?
get to just stick a pot of water on the stove and throw your dog in. Doesn't work like that.
Why not?
It just doesn't.
But when you grill them, don't they like shrivel up and get that like kind of hard hot dog skin?
You're not monitoring
hot dog flesh?
You're
Whatever.
not
No, what's
monitoring your dog's flesh enough. You have to like take it, baby it, nurture it, rotate it occasionally. You don't want it to be like the black charcoaly on the outside, but you
Yeah.
want it to have kind of like a crispy dog outside. You don't.
I feel so attacked.
It's not
a
a boiled egg. You don't just like yeet it on
could
the stove.
it could be a boiled egg. I like boiled eggs too. So do you grill your eggs? I mean, how do you?
No, but they're different. Like one is a hot dog and one is an egg, and they're just not comparable.
I mean, I grill the sausages like the bratwurst and stuff.
So why wouldn't you grill a dog?
Because they're different. They're different. Like
No.
a bratwurst is full of raw meat, and a hot dog is full of like something. I don't really
And
know.
you can't just go to the store and buy any old hot dog. It cannot be like the little red hot dog in like the 92 pack for like $6. It has to be like the ballpark Franks.
I agree with that. I like
Nathan's
ballpark.
bun
Yeah,
length.
yeah. You get the 100% beef or whatever.
Yes.
You know, kosher, whatever hot dogs.
I would become a politician just to advocate for hot dogs.
What do you put on your hot dog?
Basic hot dog, little dill relish, maybe some mustard, or just like a single little ketchup dog. Honestly, I'll eat just a plain hot dog. I have no standards with these hot
I
dogs.
do not
love
like
them.
I do not like relish.
You don't like relish?
I'll tell you, I don't like it.
Sweet dill, neither?
None.
Oh.
I don't like relish in my potato salad. I don't like relish on my hot dogs. I don't like it.
Do you like pickles?
I love pickles.
Wow.
Yeah. I like pickles, but I don't like relish. I
Relish.
know it's the same thing, pretty
I'm
much.
the pickle queen. I love
So you,
pickles.
so you're the
Pickles
hot
and
dog and the,
dogs.
the pickle queen.
These are just my two main food groups. I have the palate of a 5.5-year-old. But
I mean, pickles are good. You know, like
so good.
at school, I remember elementary school. I used to like sell them like in those giant jars, and you
yeah.
get a whole pickle, and they wrapped paper towel around it and
Yes.
give it to you for at recess.
I use pickles for everything. When I tell you there's an entire shelf in my refrigerator dedicated to just different kinds of pickles. I have pickle vodka. When I tell you every single thing that I own is just good.
I just tried some pickle vodka. I just discovered pickle vodka like a month ago. We were in Old Town with some friends, and they were like, "Oh, let's do shots or whatever."
Yes.
So, and I said, "Okay, of what? Tequila, whatever, you know, the basic stuff." But she ordered a pickle vodka shot, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Is that a thing?" And it was good.
Well, okay, so
was
like,
good.
I primarily only drink vodka. Tito's has like a
Yeah,
chokehold on
for
me.
sure.
And you take your vodka shot and then you chase it with a pickleback or like pickle chaser, and it cuts all that like burn of the vodka.
Yep.
Well, they make a vodka that's brewed with pickles like already in it,
Right.
and so it doesn't have any of that like harsh, I don't know, vodka taste.
Yeah,
Delicious.
so yeah, and that's what I noticed. It wasn't like it didn't burn. It just tasted
No.
like a shot of pickle juice,
That's fantastic.
and it was good.
Yeah.
So,
This is an American summer. Is like grilled hot dogs and pickle vodka.
what about grilled pickles?
We should try this. Yeah, eagle like screeches in the background.
America,
Yes.
American flag.
Yeah.
There's have you been to the new restaurant on the corner of Gauze and Front? They have it's like Chicago pizza and like Chicago hot dogs. So they have a whole bunch of different kinds of
in there.
yeah. So it's like legit deep dish Chicago style pizza. Like it takes like 40 minutes to cook, and it's like deep dish. And they also have a whole bunch of different kind of hot dogs.
Wow.
So it's good. I like it.
Have you been to Bruisers?
I have been to Bruisers.
Did you like Bruisers?
No,
Really?
I didn't.
I need to go.
Have you been?
No.
Okay. So if you
I
don't
hear mixed reviews.
if you don't like the hot dogs in the hot dog water or whatever, then you're not gonna like Bruisers, because I feel like literally what they did, and this was years ago, but I feel like what they did was they literally just gave me a boiled hot dog on like a Walmart bun with some like basic yellow mustard, and like that was it, and it was just like $6 or $7.
Yeah.
And I was like, so you guys don't make the hot dogs, you're not the curator of the dogs, you just it's just a
basic hot dog.
Oscar Mayer pack of
It's so funny because then you go to places like Dat Dog and it's
I
like
know.
16 menus of just like different kinds of sausages, buns, toppings.
Yep.
I go to places like that though, and I'm still the palate of a 5-year-old because I'll go and order just like the wiener in the bun and then like ketchup and mustard.
Yeah.
That's it. Everyone's getting these elaborate concoctions. Yeah. and
Well,
mine's
that's
bare.
that's the thing, because hot dogs and sausages are different. Like hot dog, it's like hot dogs are already pretty much cooked, right?
Yes.
Right out the bag. I mean,
Yeah.
you grill them or boil them or whatever, but sausages are, bratwurst is different. They put it in the casing. But I've always kind of wanted to make my own sausages, like buy some casings and buy like a grinder or something and like
I've heard
experiment.
that's hard.
hmm
Yeah.
I believe it.
That'd be like a hobby to get into though.
You know what I do want to try though.
What?
There's this guy on TikTok, and I'm obsessed with his videos. He just makes butter. He makes different kinds of butter.
Just butter?
Just butter. Yeah. So he'll take the butter, and he'll put it in a food processor, and then he'll put like garlic confit or salt or Parmesan cheese, and he'll mix it up, and then he'll like reform it, and it's like special butter.
Wow.
And so he'll put it on bread. He'll put it on like vegetables, and it looks so good. I've seen all of his videos. It's awesome.
We can make like Texas Roadhouse butter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what we would need butter, cinnamon, honey,
Yes,
stuff like that.
I think.
See, because everyone goes there for the butter.
I feel like that's like a secret formula. I
Mhm.
feel like we'll never get it, but we can try to recreate it.
Yep. It shouldn't be that hard.
No.
But so tell me, do you have a crazy real estate story? Do you want to tell the goat story,
Sure, I can tell my goat
or do you have an?
story.
Okay, yeah. Let's hear the
My
goat
goat
story.
story is very elaborate because it's become like just this ever evolving
Mhm.
2-part series. But so about probably a year ago, I'm blind. We're just going to preface it with that. The amount of restrictions on my driver's license is insane. They had to make like 2 lines. So it has like that I have to wear glasses
To be
or
continued on the back of
contacts.
the.
Yeah. It's like I require mirrors. Like it has on there that I'm not allowed to operate a vehicle that doesn't have a right exterior mirror or a rear view mirror. It's all these anyway. So I'm blind. So everyone knows I can't see. Well, I'm driving down my street, and my street is forever long. It's just a straightaway. And I'm coming home, and I live on it's like an island. There's water on all sides. So, I'm just driving down, and I see a billy goat in the middle of my neighborhood.
Billy goat.
My neighborhood surrounded by water. There is a billy goat. It's little, it's brown, it's so cute. Looks like little Mr. Tumnus. He is adorable.
You don't belong here.
No, and like the psychopath that I am, like rolling down the window, like, come here, please get in my car. And he looks at me and he just runs away. So I book it home. Like the speed limit's like 25. I'm going at least like 90 to get into my driveway. And I bust open the door and my whole family's there. I'm talking my mother, brother, sister, grandmother, everyone. I run in there and I'm like, there's a goat. And they're like, what? And I'm like, there's a goat. And they're like, there's no way. And so we go out there and we all pile up in the car. All 19 of us are trying to like fit in my Jeep. And there's no goat.
There's a goat on the island.
There's no goat anywhere. They're all telling me that I'm crazy. So for the next like 4 or 5 months, everyone's calling me the crazy goat lady. I have now taken this so personally that I am like looking on Google Images in people's backyards, trying to find out where this
There's
goat
this big
lives.
search.
Yeah,
Goat search.
I'm like casually, I've never walked before in my life in my neighborhood, and I'm all of a sudden walking my imaginary dog, trying to like peer into people's backyards. There's no goat. So I finally just let it go. Still this ongoing joke in my family that I see things, including billy goats. They call me the sea billy lady because it's a goat on water. And so fast forward a couple months, I'm here at the office one morning, and we get a call from Zillow like we always do. And it's this guy, and he's like, hey, I'm looking for somebody that can help me buy a property. And I'm like, sure, what do you need? He was like, well, I need something with a decent amount of land. I would prefer not to be in an HOA. And I was like, I totally understand that. We always have people that are like, I just don't prefer to be in an HOA. And I'm like, yeah, no, totally get it. He's like, I get in trouble in the HOA. So me being,
A lot of people do.
I love tea, so I'm trying to pry. And I was like, oh, what did you do?
Ah.
And he was like, I owned something in the neighborhood I wasn't supposed to own. So I'm like, really? I'm like, guns, drugs, stolen cars. Like, do you have like,
It's a spaceship.
Yeah, what do you own? And he was like, I have animals that are not permitted to be in the neighborhood. And so we get talking, and I'm like, yeah, that's always been a dream of mine. When you get a Zillow lead, the most important thing is just to make a connection so that you can keep that client. That's the whole purpose of it. So, you try like just making conversations that it doesn't just feel so call centery,
Right.
So I'm like, I totally get it. He was like saying how his daughter loves horses. And I was like, that's always been a dream of mine. Like I live over in Eden Isles. And, one day I hope to be able to own some land and have horses like I did, when I was younger. And he was like, yeah, that's actually kind of my issue is I had farm animals in the neighborhood. He was like, it's crazy. You live in Eden Isles. He was like, I live in Eden Isles. So come to find out we live on the same street. And I was like, what kind of farm animals do you have? And he was like, well, it all started because I had a chicken and then my pig got out and my pig kept going and ripping up everybody's flower beds. And I was like, wow. And he was like, the last straw for my neighbors, and they called the cops on me, is that my billy goat got out and just started wrecking everyone's trash cans, their flower gardens. And I was like,
so he's the culprit.
Is this a joke? So when I tell you, I'm like,
so your friends, your friends and family got him to call you, and
I'm screeching on the phone at this point. I'm like, there's no way. He's like, no, I swear I am the billy goat person on our street. And I was like, wait until I tell my family. So we're about to hang up.
Sir,
like,
you have no idea.
I'm like, you don't know what this was life-changing for me. Like the birth of my child, graduating college, nothing on this moment. And so I was like, would you by any chance be able to send me photos? And he was like, sure. He sends me 20 pictures of this goat in the street, in his backyard on the water. This goat was like one thing away from like water skiing in the lake behind our house. So I run home. I'm like showing my entire family this goat. None of them still believe me. They're like, you photoshopped this. And I was like, no. They're like, who did you pay? I'm like, I swear this is the goat. Like you were all wrong. I was right. So it was already crazy enough that I had this, insane. Like, what are the odds of that my neighbor with the goat that I saw a year ago lives 4 houses down from me? So fast forward, we end up finding him a house. And then to make matters just absolutely weirder, we are halfway through a transaction, and unrelated to the goat, he goes to jail. So then I'm having to facilitate the rest of this transaction. I worked so hard to find this man a property for this goat because I was so vested. I was so vested in
Is the goat homeless now?
Yeah, and like the livelihood of this livestock.
Have you seen the goat since?
No.
Oh my God.
No, we are long distance relationship at this point.
If anybody knows where the goat is, let us know because it's sad.
But yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen to little old Billy.
Man, that's awesome.